Hi, first graders. Today we're going to work on talking about the characters in our stories again. We already know that those characters are the most important part of our story. Now, I want to talk to you about some of your favorite movies. What are some movies that you really like to watch? Maybe it's a movie that makes you laugh really, really hard. I know. I love watching The Lorax when I want to laugh because lots of silly things happen in that movie. I also really love Finding Nemo. And in Finding Nemo, I laugh and sometimes I even get a little scared, like when the sharks come out. So sometimes it makes me feel scared, but it's still one of my favorite movies. Now, there are lots of different movies and they all make us feel different ways. Now, today we're going to talk about how we can bring the characters in our books to life, just like when we watch a movie. Now, readers read with expression. Readers think about how the characters are feeling in their book, and then they make their voice match how the character would actually sound. So, I want you to listen to me do this in chapter 3. I'm going to notice how Mr. Putter and Tabby are feeling, and I'm going to change my voice to match. I'm going to notice when the characters maybe feel angry or embarrassed, or maybe they're really excited, or maybe they're sad. And I'm going to use the pictures and the words to help me do this. Okay, so we are going to go right into chapter 3, and I'm going to use things like the picture clues and the words to help me think about how that character is feeling to bring them to life. Chapter 3, The Dandies. Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke arrived in the base. Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke arrived in their baseball clothes. "Let's go," said Mrs. Teaberry. They all drove to the ball field. I'm noticing that Mrs. Teaberry's excited. She's saying, "Let's go." She must be really excited to play that baseball game. The Yankee Doodle Dandies were in the middle of a game. The batter was running home. Everyone waited and waited and waited. "I'm feeling pretty young," said Mr. Putter. "Let's go play," said Mrs. Teaberry. She looked at Zeke. "Stay," she said, patting Zeke's head. Mr. Putter looked at Zeke. "No way," thought Mr. Putter. He petted Tabby and went to play. Notice how I thought about how Mrs. Teaberry would have talked to her dog if she was telling him, "Stay." She probably said that pretty serious because she wants him to stay. Then she gives him a pat on the head. I also noticed how Mr. Putter was probably not thinking that Mrs. Teaberry's dog Zeke was going to stay. So he thought, "No way." I changed how my voice sounds as I read to match the words and to bring the characters to life based on how they were feeling. Okay. Okay, now that we're all done and you are able to see me bring the characters in this book to life, I want you to practice bringing the characters in your book to life by noticing the pictures and how the characters are feeling and how you would feel if you were that character. And remember, if you notice something new about a character, you can post a part on your paper or on a post-it in your book. Okay, I can't wait to see what you learned today.